coverage of the NFL. The National Football League is here and on the air. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Miami Dolphins. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Fitzpatrick now on second down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver, and that'll make it third down. So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Now Fitzpatrick. Now they go screen. It's complete. Wow, evasive.
Make a miss.
And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Second down, looking to throw. Fitzpatrick. It's caught right side. It turns. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. An extra DB added here for the Cards on 3rd.
Blitzer play coverage.
To the air again, Fitzpatrick. And it's caught by Parker. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. First down, Fitzpatrick. And that'll be incomplete. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Throwing again. Fitzpatrick. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying for his tight end, the veteran Anthony Fasano. And now it's third down. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Fitzpatrick again. They find some open field here. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. Fitzpatrick on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And Frank's kick is good. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we send you on down to our studios in Orlando, where standing by is Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Counter play, Drake. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Back to throw. And some room to roam now. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. He'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. Clock rolling here, about to hit 30 seconds. He's back to throw. Incomplete. The intended receiver there, Kenyon Drake. And it's 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
They'll look to throw. And he's got some space here. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. First down, Drake. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Six yards here to go for the offense on second down.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
They stay on the ground with Drake. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially send us to overtime. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And the 42-year-old veteran's kick is up and good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This one taken just inside the 10. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This one taken from the 7. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, That gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Now Fitzpatrick throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. The situation is simple. It is sudden death from here on out. We had 2 stops defensively. The next score, whatever it is, wins this game.
And I can't wait to see how the defense decides to play this because knowing that the next points you give up lose the game for you, I expect them to be more aggressive and not just play a normal situational defense, but go after them, attack them a little bit because otherwise the offense is just trying to find their way to get downfield and kick a field goal. Don't sit back and wait for them to make their plays. I think the defense needs to go after them.
Charles Davis says maybe they go aggressive. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Back-to-back completions, and that puts them in enemy territory.
And we're always looking for that elusive term momentum, aren't we? And I think they're building it with the back-to-back completions. Now they feel like they can either take a shot or continue to build it the way that they're doing now. Safe throws, get it to their playmakers, and see what happens.
Fitzpatrick over the middle, the connection to Hearns. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. That's their second and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. They'll throw again. Fitzpatrick. The Fasano here brings it in. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
3rd and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one down to the 36. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. So now here's the kicker, Andrew Franks, in a pressure spot. This to at least get him a lead here in overtime. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and that changes everything here in OT.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
First throw here in overtime. Incomplete. Second down, it's Drake. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. In overtime, you have to be smarter than that.
A personal foul just can't happen. Have to have poise.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run with Drake. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. Second down, just 1 yard to go. Right back to Drake. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll set up a throw. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Well, right now, every little bit of yardage helps. So they're obviously well within his range. It's just about keeping the football and getting in the right spot.
Know your kicker. Get, as you mentioned, get it to the right spot, the place that he wants to kick it from. And if you do decide to throw the football, it either goes to your team or no one. It's the only kind of throw you make.
He'll drop to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Now back to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Robert Quinn able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up fourth down. So a pressure spot now for Phil Dawson. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped. And look out. I think he's going to go. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Still catching our breaths from that electric finish. You get into overtime, that's one thing. It was a great 4 quarters. But then in OT, not only to win it, but to win it on a defensive score. Wow.
Oh, definitely. And I think from now on, we're going to definitely travel someone who can help us because I thought I was going to pass out at the end.